ask yourself. And I'm talking to you, Nina. I'm talking to you, Morbid. I'm talking to Ash Trippy. I'm talking to Conspiracy. I'm talking to every single creator that has ever made Gypsy content. Ask yourselves, do you really believe the stuff that y'all put out? Is it worth the temporary monetary gain that y'all get? I don't care if people like me, if they don't like me. I don't care. If you want to dislike me all day long. It doesn't hurt my feelings. This person straight called me stupid. They hate me. It says on their video, the word hate. I've seen a lot of people say, well, she needs to get offline. Okay, that goes to the First Amendment right. I have the right to have a voice. And at this point, when they call me the N-word, at this point I'm like, okay, can you come up with something better? Because I've been being called that for years and years and years.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard recently posted a 35-minute YouTube video about cyberbullying and harassment where she specifically calls me out by name as well as some other content creators. So I think that there's several things that need to be addressed here, so I'm going to ask that you guys please watch this video to the very end, and to make it more convenient, I will also add timestamps. Let me start by making one thing very clear. I am a commentary creator. I make videos about true crime, trending news, celebrity gossip, internet and influencer culture. I don't make up rumors. I report on things that are already out there. That includes what's shown on TV shows, posted on social media, or said publicly by the people involved. So when I talk about Gypsy Rose, I am discussing a very public figure whose life is being monetized through reality TV, books, interviews, documentaries, TikTok platforms, and now a YouTube channel. That's not bullying, that's commentary. I am not bullying you, Gypsy. I am reporting on you, your show, your social media drama, and yes, your crime. You chose to go public. You chose fame. You made the decision to monetize your life story. So people talking about that and giving their opinion is not bullying. You can't chase fame, sell your story, and then cry harassment every time someone doesn't kiss your feet or gives you a little criticism. And you can't play the victim every time someone tells the truth about you. That's not bullying, that's accountability. Now, last time I checked, Gypsy had me blocked on TikTok. So I'm not really sure how she even knows what content I'm making unless she's watching my YouTube channel. So yes, on YouTube, majority of my videos are about Gypsy, but that's because I also manage other platforms, and TikTok is my main platform because it's my largest platform. And over there, I create a bunch of different content only because it's easier and it's faster, and again, that's my larger platform. Whereas on YouTube, I want to sit down and take the time to create a longer, in-depth, well-edited video for YouTube, because the platforms are different, and that's just what you have to do. I am also a mom, so I just don't have the time to maintain my TikTok platform and all of the content I'm posting there, as well as creating long-form YouTube videos for every single video and topic that I'm covering on TikTok. I will get there eventually. It's just that my children are still very young right now, and as my YouTube platform continues to grow, and I'm doing as well here as I am TikTok, then I can focus more on YouTube as well. And as far as my content goes, I had a platform before you got out of prison, and I will have a platform even after I stop talking about you when and if I decide to do so. And personally, Gypsy, when you first got out of prison, I, like many other people, were excited and supported you. But I'm going to tell you right now that one of the main huge turning points for people was when you got out of prison and you went on the Vile Files podcast and said,
I don't want to have to remind people every single time that I'm not the one that committed the act of the kill. I don't associate myself as a murderer because he's the one that did the actual kill, not me. I can't kill anyone. That's why he's in trouble to begin with, because he's the one that did it. So when they say I'm a murderer, I don't identify as that.
I don't identify as an unaliver because I'm not the one that committed the actual kill. That opened the door for a lot of people to start looking deeper into your story. And then as people are doing that, they're finding lies and contradictions within your own media interviews and documentaries that are out. Couple that with your reality TV show, and it's just a train wreck that no one can look away from. I also find it very interesting that Gypsy also called out Sir Morbid here on YouTube when Ken and Raina, Ken's mother, have been up on Morbid's panel multiple times doing live streams with him. Ken has even communicated with Morbid behind the scenes. Then, with Nina, Gypsy actually communicated with Nina at one point and was taking Nina's advice. And with Ash Too Trippy, Gypsy sent me and Ash Too Trippy information about Ken's ex-girlfriend, wanting us to dox her. Gypsy also mentioned how people were spreading conspiracy theories about how Aurora, her baby, wasn't real and was a baby doll. I personally have never believed that and have never said that. Also, in my videos, if something is a rumor or speculation and isn't fact, I make sure to mention that in my video and provide where the information came from. For the most part, I just report on a situation, present all the information, and then allow my viewers to come to their own opinions. Sometimes I give my own opinion, but for the most part, I try to stick to just presenting the information. But to post a YouTube video as if you are an advocate for cyberbullying and harassment with what your best friend does, sitting on live streams for hours on end, criticizing other people's looks, creating AI pictures of them, threatening to dox them, along with the things that you have done just recently, is absolutely hypocritical. Let's talk about Gypsy's behavior. During my time covering Gypsy Rose Blanchard, I've experienced a pattern of behavior that directly contradicts the message she's preaching in that video. First, she filed a copyright strike against one of my commentary videos here on YT, a video that fell under fair use and was simply reporting on her publicly released content. My TikTok account has also been the subject of targeted mass reporting, and actually, I just had a video that gave me a strike on TikTok for allegedly committing a community guidelines violation labeled as hate speech, where I was simply reading Gypsy and Ken's TikTok comments. And I know for a fact that I am not the only creator that has been subject to mass reporting. I could list off at least 5, if not 10, off the top of my head. People who have lost entire accounts, people's YouTube channels being taken down with little to no explanation. Then, and this part is quite shocking, Gypsy private messaged me on TikTok asking me to dig into and dox Ken's ex-girlfriend. Yes, the same woman who's now trying to position herself as a victim of online harassment asked me to participate in it. On top of that, several months ago, I and other content creators started receiving a flood of spam comments from obvious bot accounts who falsely accused us of online harassment and doxing. These weren't just random trolls. This was an organized effort to silence content creators through false claims. And I do have a separate YouTube video covering this entire situation because it was quite easy to link these bots back to Gypsy and her PR team, Red Banyan, at the time. But just as a brief recap, multiple content creators on TikTok were receiving hundreds, if not thousands, of bot comments telling us that other content creators were doxing us on live stream. Then there's Gypsy's best friend Bree, someone who proudly calls herself the truth teller, the only person that tells the truth about Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
Bree with the facts.
Bree with the facts. She's Bree with the facts on TikTok.
Yes. Get it right. I'm the one who tells the truth about Gypsy.
That's right.
Yeah. Period. So if you want to know the truth, you could just follow me because all these other people don't tell the truth. We got the facts, okay?
This person live streams for 10 to 15 hours a day, literally attacking people's appearances, making AI pictures of content creators, and threatening to dox them.
I know one thing.
They better tell their friends to stop accusing me of shit like doxing me, because this is the thing. Because they think doxing is anything. Keep on fucking making false accusations about me. I'ma start fucking doing it. And then y'all all gonna be over there crying, and I'm gonna be over here laughing my ass off.
And it wasn't until just recently that Gypsy put out a statement saying that she's not responsible for any AI pictures that her best friend makes of other content creators. Gypsy has absolutely been present during and participated in these live streams. She absolutely knows what goes on during Bree's live streams. In fact, she has given Bree several sets of Ryan Anderson's text messages to share and post on social media. On more than one occasion, Gypsy has publicly endorsed and shared Bree's TikTok accounts and now YouTube channel, telling people to go follow her. Therefore, you are co-signing that behavior. So again, if Gypsy really is concerned about cyberbullying, why is she platforming someone who does it on her behalf? Let's also talk about Gypsy using other content creators to do her dirty work. She's known to befriend other content creators behind the scenes on TikTok, then feeds them information that she wants out publicly. That way she can keep her own hands clean. For example, just recently, she sent private text messages from her ex-husband, Ryan Anderson, to content creators on TikTok, even though she previously said that she wouldn't be releasing any more of his information or text messages, exposed the fact that he was on methadone on her giant platform. Then she made a video threatening to leak more dirt if Ryan kept speaking out.
So just remember, just as much dirt as you have on me, I have on you, honey. You punch at me, I punch back 10 times harder.
This isn't about Gypsy protecting herself, it's about controlling the narrative. And let's not forget that Gypsy publicly stated that she was not going to become a mommy influencer.
Said a long time ago, I'm not gonna try to be a mommy influencer.
That she wouldn't be posting her daughter on social media.
Not gonna try and post about her. That's just for, I'm a new mom. I'm protective of her, and there's just a lot of creeps out there.
But as we all know, Gypsy did exactly that. She showed her on live streams, she posted TikTok videos about her, and now she started a family vlogging YouTube channel.
There is a level of responsibility that I have to make sure that my child is protected.
Again, her words do not match her actions. Regardless if Aurora's face is being shown in your videos, she is still in your videos. You posted a video of Aurora where she wasn't even buckled into her car seat correctly. Then you have a humidifier, a camera, and something else balancing on the edge of her crib while she's sleeping in it, and you're sharing that in videos. And no, just because people talk about that and are sharing their concern for your child does not make them bullies. You're sharing information about her life, her doctor's appointments, her routine, and by doing that, you're creating a digital footprint for her before she can even speak. Not to mention, you're showing the entire world the full layout of the inside of your home. That, in my opinion, is a huge mistake. And as much as you want to lead a normal life, that is never going to happen if you are in reality TV shows, you're doing media interviews, and you're on social media. It's just the reality. And every time that you show Aurora, whether we see her face or not, or mention her in a video, people are going to talk about it. There is no stopping that. And one day Aurora is going to grow up, she's going to get on the internet and type in her name, and she is going to see all of that. So you should be asking yourself, is that really worth the temporary monetary gain to have a family vlogging YouTube channel? Is it really worth your daughter's privacy and protection? You should be asking yourself that question. Gypsy Rose is not an innocent victim of the internet. She's someone who's manipulating her platform while trying to silence creators who hold her accountable. And if sharing facts, showing receipts, giving commentary, and reporting on public figures is now considered bullying, then we've got bigger issues to worry about. So I'll continue doing what I've always done, reporting the truth, showing evidence, and letting you decide what to believe. If you've experienced anything similar or have insight on this situation, feel free to share your experience in the comments. Please do me a favor and give this video a thumbs up. It helps my video out greatly. If you guys enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. And if you want to see different content, go subscribe to my backup channel. I will be posting my TikToks over there, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.